Okay.
Then I try to I knew that I needed to create some fields, and what I was just creating and deleting, because I was just creating the regular profit ratio. The level of profit threw me off a little bit, so I just had a lot of back and forth. I would do and delete, and do and delete, so I'm not so sure.
Okay. Okay, at least you attempted it. Who else attempted the requirement change? Who else? Who else? Quickly, quickly, quickly.
I did.
This is Dada, right?
Yeah.
No, okay, no. Let's check among the newbies.
Yeah.
Who did?
I kind of did, but I got stuck and deleted it. So
No, okay, so you don't have it?
No, sir. No,
okay,
sir.
all right.
I got stuck.
In that case, let's just dive straight, okay? And let me share my screen. Okay, and let me clear this actually. So now, where's the requirement again? I want to take this requirement step by step. I won't take long, okay? All of this here is just formatting, okay? The dashboard size will be this size by this size, and prefer using container. I expect you guys to ask what's container, but I'll show you guys in a minute. It's very simple. It's part of making your dashboard look nice. And it says the dashboard has a total of 5 container, no more, no less. Okay. Filter pane, and each filter has padding, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, the chart requirement, all charts must be in one vertical container. Do proper formatting, each chart, padding within them, and blah, blah, blah. So all of this is just to get you used to dashboard formatting. Okay, and I'll show you, I'll demonstrate this. Okay, everybody please don't do anything, okay? Now, the requirement itself, they want all of these filters, category, subcategory, region, and segment. So for me, I'll just come to my first workbook here. I'll drag what they want into my filter. Remember, if I put anything in this filter pane, I can go to the dashboard level, bring it there, and just apply to all. So I don't forget, I'll just bring in, they want, we can read it out quickly. They want category, subcategory, region, and segment. Okay, category, I'll just drop this here and use all. I'll click OK. Subcategory, just drop this here and use all and click OK. Region, just drop this here and click OK, or click OK. And then what's the last one? Segments. Okay, each segment, I'll just drop this here and OK. Click all. Now, we know that this filter is going to be applying to all of our workbook, okay? So you can just, again, use format here to be applied to all using data source, or you can wait at the dashboard level. It doesn't matter. But just know where you have your filters in, okay? So I know I have all of this in my filter. Now, the dashboard should have title executive sales. So basically, they want to track sales in this dashboard. So they want the first chart to have the title year-to-date KPIs, and to have this total discount, total profit, total quantity, and total sales, which Ejiro showed you guys how to do yesterday. There are a lot of ways to do that, countless of ways. However you want to do it, what they want to see is the number. So for me, to save our time, I'll just use a quick one here. I'll drop this here. I'll drop my profit in here as well, and I'll drop my quantity sold here, and I'll drop my total discount here. Okay, and I can just make this like a table. Let's see, and I can just flip this. Okay, so here I want my sales to come first. I'll just rearrange, followed by my profits. The quantities sold, and here I'll just go and format this to be a currency. Okay, I'll just make it like it's up to you actually. You can do like millions. Okay, I'll leave it like at that. I'll do same thing for my profit. I'll make it. I can make this currency, and I can just make this either in thousand. You know, it's still up to you. The discount as well is also currency. I'll make this currency. I can just leave that by default. Okay, I'll leave that like that. So since this is a KPI, KPI is always eye-popping, very catchy. Okay, so you want to make it as bold as you can. So I'll make this entire view. I'll just come to my measure here and highlight it. Make this my. You can use Tableau bold this time around. Let me try and use 28, make it bold, and just click apply. Not bad. I'll call this my KPI. Okay, so again, this might not be the best. Okay, you guys stick with whatever design that you have. I'm going somewhere with this. Okay, then I know I've done with this. The second graph, you have title, sales versus profit, and to show monthly sales and profit, and make sure you use an area chart. Okay, so for me, I'll just call this sales profit. Okay, and I'll bring in my sales year of order here. Like I said, for me, I prefer to just use continuous months. Again, you are free to use whichever one you feel is best for you or best on your requirement. I'll drag in my sales here, okay, and I can drag in my profit. You can just drag and drop in the as is here. Tableau will automatically give you a dual as, okay? Now, this is not like a typical dual as. This is just having like two measures by themselves. You can do this or you can do the dual as is. It's still the same thing, okay? And I'll just do this. And now the problem with this is I cannot synchronize. If I do it this way, I can't synchronize. Like Ejiro said yesterday, this can lead to misleading analysis. You think that your profit is very close to your sales, okay? So now I know I don't want to do this. I will just drag out my profit from here. I'll just bring it here on top here. And now I have my dual axis. I'll right click, dual axis, and here I can now synchronize. So you can see it's coming out properly the way I wanted it. Okay, I will, since I have the axis synchronized, and it will be redundant for me to have these two what's it called, scale. So I just remove one of this. Okay, and if you want to format your chart, add some border to make it a little bit distinct, it's up to you, you know. But for now, I'll leave it as this as well. So now I know I'm done with where's the requirement? Did I close it? Okay. Now I know I'm done with this, and I'm going to my number 5. The third graph should have title, sales by profit by map, and show the sales and profit per year for all states, making sure the map and blah blah blah. Okay. So I'm just going to go. I'll call this sales profit map. And since I have my state here, just double click on it and let Tableau populate the data for you. So I'm going to have like the dotted map. Now, if this is the way you want to show it, it's okay, but I want to show my sales, and profit just like overlaying. So I'm not going to change this to like a field map. Okay, right now it's just looking at the state. Nothing is in there. It's just showing all of the state where you made sales or all of the state in your data. So I'm going to duplicate this. Okay, now I have these two marks here. On the first mark, I want to show this by my sales. The second one, I want to show that by my profit. So, and this, I want to show which state has more profit. So I don't want to like use the same map. I can say I'm going to change it to like circle. Okay. And so to show which state has more sales, I'm just going to drag, profit. I want to drag my profit to size. So it gives me like the bubbles circle for each state. I'll go to my other map, the first one. I'm going to bring in my sales into color. So what is this telling us? This is where you have the most sales, and the circle will represent the profit for those areas. Again, I'm going to just click on the second one here, do dual axis. And here, I want to say I want my circle a little bit popping out. So I'll go to the one that has the circle, and I'll just increase the size here a little bit. Okay, and if you want to like, again, do some formatting to give it like a borderline to make it a little bit distinct, you can go to your color and give it some border lines. It's up to you, it doesn't matter. Okay, now I have my sales for the state, and this is the profit, and you can easily tell which state that we are not having no profit. So you can see like in Texas, even though the sales is much, but the profit is nothing to tell. So I have this stuff here, and I've done this. Now they say do proper formatting and make it look category. And now this is nice to have sales and profit chart for this one right here, which means you can either create some charts to show states for this, but for now, let's leave that, okay? But if you can bring that in, that will just be an additional V's for the users. So I have this 3D stuff here. Now for the dashboard in here, the users requested to have the size of your dashboard by what? 1250 by 750. That's very easy to do. So I'll come to my size here. I'll change this to the fixed size. The width is 1250. 1250, sorry. I just was on with my mouse. Hold on. Okay, 1250. And the way the height is 750. So we come to the height here and make this 750. Click enter. So this is the size that the user wants. So you get in there. So another one, they say they want, they prefer using containers, okay? And no more than 5 containers, no more, no less. So this, now, you guys should know that you can precondition your dashboard with containers. So for example, I know I'm going to have my title, and I have like 3 charts that I have here. I'm going to have my filter container. So that's like 5 containers right there. So, and they want vertical container. So these 2 right here, you can see horizontal container and vertical container, okay? This horizontal, it just shows you, if you look beside it, it tells you you can put container side by side. Vertical container means you can put your container on top each other, like stacking. But really, it depends on, I don't really use it, but just for learning sake, if you have like complex dashboarding, you can just precondition your dashboard by using container. So I'm going to precondition my dashboard here. So I'm going to drag in a vertical container here, and I'll drag in another one by the side. And I know that I want to have my map across because I want it spread out. So if you look at the KPI here, and I want this one actually to like to spread across. So I'm not going to bring in a vertical container on top here just to cut across. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I'll just drag this up here. So now so you can see it's giving me some placeholder. Containers are just placeholder, okay? And on top, I want to put my title on top of this, okay? I'll just drag my text on top. So the title for the dashboard, what do they call it?
Executive sales,
Where is it?
right here, go up, number 2.
Okay, number 2. So you can just copy this, copy, and just paste in here. And since this is a title, so I'm just going to use this make this tableau board, and I can make this like 24. Doesn't matter right now. Make it bold and click OK. You know, and that is that. Now I know I still have to put I have 1, 2, 3 here. So okay. So for now, I might just leave this way for now. So I'm just going to drag in my stuff into this area here. No, my KPI should be across, while this also I want it to like cut across. So I'm just going to drop another container on top of this just to split. You can see how it's splitting. So wherever you want to put it, you can just drag and put it there. So okay, so I have 4 containers right now, okay? So I want my KPI to go inside this container. I'm just going to drop this and drop in there. So you can see I still have my container. Containers are just like what? Placeholder. It doesn't really make any difference, okay? I'll hide this title. I don't need that. And if you want to format your header here to make it a little bold, it's still okay. You can do that. You can make it like 15, and make it bold. However you want it, it's up to you, okay? And one thing I also like to do, I want to center everything right here. So I'm just going to click in here, come to my alignments and make everything center. Let me see my pane, make it center. Okay, good. So I'm just going to like reduce this size here. And if you want to do further formatting by removing the lines, it's up to you. I don't use any of those lines. You can just remove them, okay? Like this line here, you can remove the header line so it doesn't have any line, however you want it. So, and I'm done with that, okay? Now, the next thing I want to do is this as well. You can see this one is very long, so I don't want it too squishy. It's up to you actually, okay? I can just drag this and put into this container below. You can see it doesn't have more space. I don't need this. I'm not gonna try to reclaim this and I'll delete this. I don't need this. So you can see this one right here, it needs some space. I can just,
Take your clothes off,
you know, and this one right here, I can format this. I'll remove this title. Like Ejiro said, you can just call this sales and profit, or you can leave it. It doesn't matter. Okay, for now. You can just leave it, and I can edit this as is here and just make this sales and profits. Okay, bear with me, I'm going somewhere. And for this other chart here, this map, okay, I can drop this one into this container right here. And so I don't think I need the title. You can see because I have containers, and all of this legend is trying to take over those containers. I can just bring in one here to reclaim that spot. I don't need this legend for now. Okay, I'm just going to remove all of this. I'm going to size this. Okay, so far so good. Now our filters, let me quickly bring that in so we can go to the main point. I promise I'll be done with this so we all can do ours. So I'll bring in my filters. The first one is categories. Okay, it's trying to take that spot again. Yeah, I want to leave another space here. I can click on this one right here and just bring it on this side. Okay. And you can see how flexible it is. Okay, it's not rigid. You can move stuff around, but get used to moving stuff around, and the way you want. Okay, so I want to apply this to everything on the dashboard. Now I'm not using data source, but I only wanted to apply to everything on this dashboard. It's another way of formatting your filter. Okay, click OK and make these multiple value drop down and apply show button. Now another thing I need you to know is this function here, only relevant value. I will explain what this means, but for now I'll click on it. Let me bring in another filter, then I'll explain what that relevant value does. I'll bring in my subcategory, and I'll make this multiple value drop down as well. Make it only relevant value. Apply show button and make this apply to all on dashboard. Now, what this relevant function here does is, okay, this only relevant value. Say I select furniture here right now. Okay. In this next filter, it will only show me the value that have to do with furniture in this subcategory. So if I come here, I can see I only have bookcases, chair, furniture, and so on. But if I don't use that, for example, let me clear my filter and just put all value in database. Let me bring this one to all value in database. If I select furniture right now, if I come to the next filter, it's going to show me a lot of stuff that doesn't have anything to do with this filter. And if the users click, let's say, on machine and click apply, you see, it's just going to give them blank because this machine is not relevant to this furniture. Let me show you what that means here. Let me bring in category, and let me bring in the subcategory here. So you can see for furniture, this subcategory for furniture is bookcase, chair, furnishing, and table. Did you see that? Machine is, what do we have? Machine is in technology. Did you see that?
Yes.
Hello? So if you don't default this, it will just be showing the users what does not really apply to the filter on top. Okay, so that's why it's recommended for you to always, whenever you have filter, always check this box, only relevant value. So let me clear this now, and let me clear this. So let me bring this one back to only relevant value. only relevant value. So if I come back here now and select furniture, in this place, it's going to show me only the value, which is bookcase, chair, furnishing, and table. That's what it's going to show me in this next filter. So with that, the users doesn't have to keep asking why some filters are making their view blank. Okay, just something to know. Any question? It's straightforward, right? Ping, ping. Any question?
Yes, it's straightforward.
Okay, all right. So let me bring in the remaining filters with region. Let me format this as well. Multiple value drop down and apply to all on dashboard. The reason why I use this multiple value drop down is because it saves some space. If I leave it as this single value list, you can see it's going to take up some space in my view. And if I have like 4 or 5 filters, it's going to cluster my view. So that's why I always use this multiple value drop down. But you are free to look at your requirement and determine which one is best for you to use. Radio button is good in some cases. If you don't have 1 filter or 2 filters, you can use that. So the users don't have to drop down your value, okay? But if you have multiple filters, sometimes 10 filters, 15 filters, then try to maximize your space by using the multiple value drop down, okay? So let me bring in the last filter, which is the segment. And I'm just going to format this as well. Okay, so, and the dashboard, they want this name executive sales. So I'm not going to call this same thing, executive sales. Now, by requirements, I'm done. This is what they requested for. Okay. Now, for this padding, the padding, it just have to do with how this is displayed. If you want to do your padding, for example, if you want to do padding for this, it's not really recommended. You can click on the chart, go to your layouts, and then go to your outer padding, or you can go to your inner padding. The padding will just, for example, let me say I want my padding to be 10. So you can see it's just going to reduce the size of my V's within that container. That's just what that does, okay? It's nothing more than that. If I make it back to like 2, you can see it's making it very smaller, but the container size remains the same. That's what the padding does. So nothing really special about that. So I said, by requirement, this is all what they requested for, and we've answered it, okay? And if time permits me, I can say, okay, let me try to give them some V's for this. But for now, let's just move down to the second requirement, okay? So let's assume that we all did our dashboard up to date, and this is what we have, and our filters are working. You've formatted it the way you want. Now, they came up with this second requirement. They said they want to create the profit level, okay? And they want to, this is their definition of the profit level. And they want to use that profit level to kind of toggle the this analysis when either as a filter or as an action filter. And if you look at the requirement again, they said they want, once you create this calculation, they want you to change the color of your map. So in other words, they want to see which states, right now we are viewing this by sales. This map here, we are viewing it by sales, but they want you to change this color by that calculation so they can see which state is profitable or not profitable by this definition that the users came up with. So how do we achieve this? It's very simple. We're going to create a calculated field. So what it's saying is if the sum of profit for each state is less than 0, then it is called unprofitable. And they now give us some group of profits. So if the profit is between 0 and 1,000, then it falls under profit L1 and profit L2 and so on, okay? So let's go on and figure that out. I already created the calculations to save our time, but I'm going to do it again. So let me clear this and let me bring in our state. The way to go about some calculations is try to visualize it. That's for me. So I'll bring in my state here so we can see all of our states. And if I bring in the profit into here, you can see some states are making profit, some are not making profit. So I'll just go ahead and sort this view from ascending from the highest to the least. So we can see all of the states that are making profit and all of this one right here below, those are the states that are not making profits. So they want to categorize all of these by different values. Okay. So let me open up. Okay, let me not even do my profit. I want to show you the calculation from scratch. So let's create a calculation here. I will call this my profits levels. And I will start with the function, if function, okay? I'm trying to make a statement. Remember our requirement here, okay? For you to achieve this, you need to use the if function and make a statement. So I will say if, I'll start with my ifs. I'll say if the sum of sale here, okay, is less than 0, then what do I want to call that? I'll use the statement called then. So this then here is a function that tell you what if this statement is true, what you want to call it. So in our requirement, they say if it's less than 0, it is called unprofitable. So you can just copy this here and come here and paste here. Okay, and if you are calling anything out or naming any grouping or calculation, you have to quote it, put it in quotes. So if this statement is true, then call it this. So another way for me to check my calculation as I'm writing each statement, I'll just go down here and put end function here. So this end function is to tell Tableau that you are done with your calculations and just to end your statement. So you can see it's valid now, but I'm not done yet, but I want to check each rule or each line of statement that I write. So, and I also like to check my calculation, validate as I'm writing it. For example, I put state here and profit. So I can see all of the states that are not making profit. So I'll just click apply. I'm not clicking OK. I'll just click apply. You can see it's giving me this field here. I'll just drag this in front of the state. So it should give me null for everything else, but for the ones that are less than 0, it should call it what I want it to call it. So in this function here, so it's working well. My first statement is right, and you can see all of the ones that are, all of the profit that are less than 0 is calling them unprofitable. Do we get it? Ask questions.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now, when you write a calculation, if you open up your statement or your argument by the if function here, your next line of argument is not going to be if again. It's going to use the function else if. else if here. So this else if is saying that if this statement is true or not, call it this, else give me another line of argument where my next statement is true or is not true. Okay, so I'm just going to drag, what are we trying to do here, where it is greater than 0, but less than 1,000. So I'm just going to say, okay, else if the sum of profits is greater than 0, I'll use another function called and. After and, so because I want to loop this calculation between this range 0 and 1,000, and I'll say and sum of profit. No, wrong place. I can just click here and drag here and put here. If you don't want to keep typing, it's the same thing. Sum of profit is what now? How do we qualify this 1,000 here?
Less than.
Less than, absolutely, less than. So we put less than 1,000. I'm coming, there's a trick here. Then what do we call this? We can just simply call this L1 or profit L1, it doesn't matter, okay? L1. Or if you want to type everything out like profits L1, like they stated in the argument, it doesn't matter, it's up to you. You can see profit L1 or just simply L1, it's the same thing. So now, if you look at from 100 to $86 here, we have none now. But if I click apply, it should call this range of profit L1. If it doesn't give me what I want, that means my calculation is not right. Then I have to figure it out. I'll click apply now. So you can see now it's qualifying this range of profit L1. So it hasn't given us anything for these other ones. It's giving us null. Okay, that's because we've not qualified or grouped this profit for this state. But I want you to know one thing here. This is simple mathematics. I said greater than 0, which is good. And here, less than 1,000. Now, let's assume we have a profit of 1,000 here. Do you think that 1,000 will come between this L1?
No, sir.
It won't, because we are saying less than 1,000. So it's going to look up to the range up to 9,900 or $999. So there are two ways to make sure you impute this 1,000 within this range. I can just say 1,001. So less than 1,001. So it's going to look at after 1,001 and give me 1,000. Or I can simply hard code it to say if this is less than 1,000 or equals to 1,000. This will still give me that 1,000 within this range and this range. But I don't like using this because I like my calculation to be seamless. I'm just going to use this 1,001. So it's going to give me 1,000, but not include 1,001. Do we get it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, we still have another line of statement for the L2. So here, since we know that our next line of argument, we're going to use the else if again. So I can just copy this here. Okay, just copy this and paste here. And here, I want to say if this is greater than what? 1,000 now, because I want to pick for 1,001, but here, this one is 10,000, right?
Yes.
I'm not going to say here, but less than 10,001. Or if you don't want to use this method, you can just simply say equals to or less than 10,000. It's the same.
Then change on to.
Okay. Do we get it?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just going to stick with my method, 10,001. And I will, then this one will be L2. And I'll copy it again. This one now will be 10,000, between the range of 10,000. And what's the range for this? 20,000. So I'll just put 20,001. Then this will be my L profit level 3. And this one now will be 20,000. And this would be 30,001. Then this would be my L4. So you can see I'm just pasting that same else if, but make sure you change it to the right one. So this one would be 30,000. No, 30,000, and this one would be like 40,001. And do we have, okay, L6 is, this one will be L5. Else if this one is 40,000 and above, so 50,001.
Question, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Since we're making it the one we're adding, should the less than change to less than 1,001, 20,001, and stuff like that?
Yeah, I didn't get your question.
You know, now is less than 1,000 and no greater than 1,000, less than 10,001.
Yes.
I'm asking that shouldn't the next line be less than 10,001 instead of just 10,000?
Yeah, good question. That's why calculation is logical. Don't forget that. Now they want between the range for example, this L2 here, they want where profit is greater than 1,000. So they're not saying 1,000 to 10,000. So greater than 1,000 means 1,001 to 10,000.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So now how do you achieve? How do you achieve a calculation that give you 1,001? So it has to be greater than 1,000. So where it is greater than 1,000 and above. So where is that? 1,001 after 10,000. I mean after 1,000.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but if you want to like, so okay, you want to use, for example, I put in 1,001 here. So if we have a profit that have 1,001, it's going to exclude it from this group because I'm saying greater than this value.
True.
Okay, so I'm saying greater than 1,000 because the range is 1,001 to 10,000. Okay, but for me to capture 1,001, I have to like go back one and just where it is greater than that field that we have.
Okay. Thank you.
So now, if you look at the calculation, they say everything else that does not meet these requirements or that does not fall into this, you're going to call it profit L7. In other words, for example, let me click apply. So we can see where we have profit L2, L3, and L5, okay? But this one here, this 76 and 74, they are greater than 40,000, they are greater than 50,000. So these ones that are greater than the value of 50,000, every other thing should be called profit L7. So for us to end our calculation and bring in everything else, we have to use another function called else. So this else is now telling Tableau that if all of these are true, any of this value that does not fall within this category, just call it profit L7, close. Do we get it?
Yes, sir.
It's like English to say, if Yomi live in Chicago, they call it Chicago. Okay. Then if Taba live in Atlanta, then call it Atlanta. Then else, anybody that does not fall into this category, just call them USA. So it's going to group everybody that does not fall within those categories in here. And then we have to end our statements. But I like to bring this first so I can check my line of calculations as I'm going. Any question? I have 30 more minutes so that you all can do this and wrap up this today because we still have one more step to go. Okay, so no question. I'm going to click apply, and you can see we have our calculation, which is valid now. So if I remove state here and I bring in that field here, we can see it's only giving us profit L7. But for now, don't worry. This is a level of details issue. Let's leave this, okay? Now, the user says that they want us to color our map with that new calculation that we just calculate. So if I go to my map here, in other words, instead of using our sales to populate the color for this map here, okay, let me remove this sales from the color. They want us to use this field here so that now they want to see which state is making profit and not making profit by this. So I'm going to drag this into color. Now we see Tableau by default is going to give us multiple color, okay? But you know that profit, normally they use green to depict profit and they use red to depict not profitable or where you're making losses. It's like danger sign. So I'm not going to like adjust my color to fall in within that range. So I can either come here, put a color, edit color, or I can just double click on this color here. Either one is fine. So I want to use my green to show my profitable levels. And this unprofitable, I want to use red. So I will start by going to like the green, this green color palette, and I'll just click assign. So by default, it's going to pick up this unprofitable. Well, no problem, just leave it. So once I assign my color, my green palette to this profitable, I'll click on my green. I'll now go to any of the color that have red. I can come to Tableau 10. I'll click on my green here and click on red. So I'm giving the green palette to everything, and I'm giving this unprofitable red. So I'll just click OK. And now we can see easily the states where we are not making profits. And you can easily tell which states make the most profits by this definition. So, and if you hover over it, you can see in Pennsylvania, they make profit loss of 15,000, and in North Carolina, 7,000, Florida, 3,000, and so on. And if you also want to bring in, so right now, you can see now it's telling us, if you hover over it, it's telling you profit of 76,000 here, and the profit level is level 7. So California is doing well. If you look at this, like North Dakota right here, they make a profit of 230, and they fall within the profit level of L1. This is what the user is looking for. And we're good. Now you can see that we don't have the sales anymore in our tooltip anywhere. If you want to like bring in your sales, so you want to also show sales as well, all you have to do is bring in your sales here and just drop into the tooltip. And now if you hover, you can now see sales in there as well. And you can format the sales to be like format and make it like, you know, Naira's the dollar sign, And if you go back in there, you can start seeing this. The formatting is up to you. Any question on this?
You're working.
Yes?
Can we put the sales on the second shelf instead?
This one here?
Yes, and take out.
Yeah, you
profit.
can. I mean, you can. It depends on you. You can. You know, it doesn't matter. So
No, I
I'll
mean
put,
to put the sales on the size on the
on the
second.
you can. However you want to do it. Okay, you can. You can. Okay, you're saying instead of using profit for size here, we cannot replace it with
Yes, that's
sales. Yeah, you
perfect.
can. It's up to you. You know. No, let me remove this and just change this to size. Yeah, you can. Doesn't stop you. You can. Okay. Any question on this? Any question on this? Okay. Now, they want to know who is the manager for these regions. Okay. If you look at our region, where is the region? Right here. So they want to know who is managing this region. So when they look at this profit here, this profit chart here, they can reach out to them and say, okay, what's going on? Why are we making so much loss here? I mean, what's going on here? Okay. But if you look at our map here, we don't have no manager. Okay. But if you go back to the data, if you come to our data source here, you can see that we have a table called people. Now, for those that downloaded this data from the Tableau public website, you might see sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. Okay, the first sheet is your orders. The second sheet, which is sheet 2, is the people. And the sheet 3 is the returns. We're going to also do that later on, okay? So you can rename it, or if you just want to leave it sheet 1, sheet 2, you can still do that, okay? Now, yesterday, let me, for example, okay, let me just quickly try and open that raw data source. Where is the data source? Here it is. Okay, right here. Superstore, where is Superstore? Did anyone see Superstore here? Okay, global Superstore. Okay, let me open this file up. So this, I want to introduce to the newbies what it is to join, okay? There are 3 kinds of join, not just in Tableau, but any kind of database or any kind of data structure, okay? Now, we have, even in SQL, there are about 3 kinds of joins, okay? Join means to join multiple tables, or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 tables. You join them together to make your report, or you can join them together and attribute them as one data source. When we get to Tableau Prep, we can also join multiple data sources together, do manipulation of that file, and attribute that data source as one file, okay? We have inner join, okay? Inner join. And we have left join, and we have right join. So what is inner join, and what is left join, and what is right join? Just look at the name itself. Inner join means you are bringing in data where the match, where you find where the matching value in one table, in the other table, you only bring in the matching value. left join just means you are pulling the left table to where it's joining in the other table. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate this for us, but just know that we have 3 types of join in Tableau. Now, not just in Tableau, but any kind of database, whatever, you still left. In SQL, it's called left outer join, right outer join, or inner join. And then we also have one that is not commonly used. It's called full join, where you bring in everything together, you know, whether they are matching or not. But this is hardly used. Okay, but if they ask you how many type of join do we have, just say basically there are 3, inner, left, and right. But if you want to pull everything together, then you use full join, that make it 4. You know, you can say 4 and then just list. Some people don't even recognize this, you know, depending on who is interviewing you or who you're working with. Okay. Any question on this before we go on? Okay.
No.
Now, this table here, you can see this is the table that we are using right now, the order table. Now, there is another table, which is the people table. And that people table is what holds where we have the managers. And if you look at the people here, these are the managers, the people, and these are the region that they manage. Okay, so this is what we want to bring into this report and analyze to know who is managing which region. Okay. Now, before you can join any table, there must be a relationship between the 2 tables. So for example, I want to join this table with this table here. There must be a relationship between this people table and this other table. Now, how do you find the common relationship? Okay. In this people table, we only have person. These are the managers. And if we come to our data source here, if you look for the people called persons, we don't have any field called person, you know, it's not there. Then the next field is region. Okay. So I want to check, do we have the region field in this other table? If I check here right now, I can see region. Oh, okay. So this is the region. So now I know that I can join these 2 tables here using my region field to combine these 2 data. Okay. Any question?
Please, can you do that again, sir?
Okay. I see.
Now, if you are to join any table together, okay, there must be what? A relationship. Okay. So if I want to join these 2 tables right now, I need to find out what is the relationship between this table and this other table. Okay. If there are no relationship, it's either I manually create a relationship, which is not recommended, or I find a way to join the 2 tables. If there are no relationship between the 2 tables, you can't join them because you're going to be having null values and so on. Okay. So in this case here, I need to find out how can I join this table and this other table. Like I said, I check my data to see if I have this person's field here in my data. We don't have it, but we have the region table. Okay, so I know that I can join these people with this other table using the region field
Okay.
to join them. Okay, so I'm just going to go here. We're going to spend a lot of time on joining. Okay, but for now, just understand the concept of join. Okay, so now I need to go back to my data source here and join this people field here to this table. Okay. Now in Tableau, you have to understand there are two kind of or two ways of joining data at Tableau level. Now, if I just bring this this people field here, you can see Tableau automatically join with this line here, that yellow line. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's joining. Now, this, I don't recommend you doing this. And I'll explain. This is the same thing as blending. And we'll touch base on blending later. Okay. So even though it's joining right now, but it's more like a relationship kind of,
The opposite relationship.
no, it's going to give you the same answer, but the behavior is kind of different. Okay, this just came out in Tableau like a year or two ago. This using relationship to like join data. If you go over that line, you can see relationship. It's saying order to people.
To people.
And it's using the many to many by default, and it's saying that it's using region to join region, the two. So this just came out, okay?
Okay.
So for now, I'm going to boycott this. Okay, I'm not going to remove this because I don't like using this. Because let me remove. So now, if I want to do my joining, it's good for you to do your hard joining. So I'm just going to click on this little order here. In here, I click open. Okay, before this relationship joining came out, this is how Tableau used to join, hard joining. And this is what you're going to see in any kind of database and so on, hard joining. So if I bring in these people right now and just drop in here, Tableau is smart enough. Okay, the AI in Tableau is going to look for a common field. Now, Tableau found the region here and the region here, and it's joining with that table. Okay, because the field name is region and here is region. But in some cases, it might not always be like that. Okay, let me do some data manipulation actually. So because we have the same field here, region in this place, and we have region here, Tableau will automatically join by that field, okay? Which is okay. But just something you know, sometimes these two fields might not be called the same thing. Here, they might be called managers, okay? No, sorry, this region, let's just call it area, for example. Let's just call it areas, okay? You know, areas, for example. Let me go back to my Tableau and remove this. Let me remove this. And let me save this data source here so I can refresh. Yes, continue. So let me go back to my Tableau now and refresh my data. So let me see if it pick it up. Yeah, so it didn't. So let me go back here and point edit connection and click which one am I using? Sample Superstore. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Let me see. I just want to see if Tableau pick it up. It's still not picking it up.
No, you are using, you know, what you are using, for example, is the global sample superstore, but what you are connected to is sample superstore.
Okay,
So
Sample Superstore. Okay.
So
this one right here.
Edit.
Okay,
Yeah,
is this one?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so I'll click OK, open now. Okay, now it should pick it up right now. Oh, it's still picking up the
That's
old
not what
one.
you are using for your, you have to check what you're actually using for your connection.
Okay, I'm using, okay. I'm using this global. Okay, I'm using global. Okay.
You're using global to demonstrate, but
Okay,
what
so yeah, that's true. So let me open up that global one. Let me just do it there. Global. This one, where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Or maybe you should just open a new Tableau instance and connect to this global.
So I'm supposed to use the global, right? Where is it? Where is it? This one. This is it right here, right?
Yes.
No, Lucky.
Yeah.
What you are using, the Excel sheet that you are using to show example for us,
Yeah.
the global sample superstore.
Okay, so I'm supposed to be using sample superstore, this one right here.
Yes, but look at
Okay.
the date. This is not the new one that we just downloaded. I don't know if it is the one that you connected.
No, I just want to show off example. Okay.
He was using global sample superstore. That's what he was using.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
what he learned to from the beginning.
Yeah. So let me just change this one here to area, okay, and click save, for example. And minimize this. Let me refresh this. Yes, refresh. It should pick it up. Oh shoot, it's not picking it up. Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you are using sample superstore. Maybe it's the one that you just newly downloaded. It's the one you are connected to.
No, I didn't download it.
That's it. I think that is it. Yeah.
So it's not picking it up. So okay, I know what to do. Okay, for now, let us continue. Okay, I would demonstrate that. I think I'm mixing up my data somewhere. But I just want to show you that sometimes the name might not be the same, but the data is the same. Okay. For example, if this is let me just bring this in here and it should connect. Now, in the real life, this might be called area, and this is called region here. Now, Tableau might not pick it up because it does not see the same naming in the field. So, but you will have to come here and manually say, okay, region here is equals to area in this field. Okay, so the name doesn't have to be the same, but in this instance, it's the same. That's what I'm trying to make you understand. Okay. Now, if I do inner join, by default, Tableau will give you inner join. So you can see right now, this little blue shade in here shows that Tableau is pulling the data from this area here and from these people where we have matching value. Okay, it's very important you understand join. Everybody follow this for the newbies. Let me open up a new Excel. Okay, let's say table A. Okay, table A, we have state, for example, this is state field, and we have A, B, C, and D. And then we have maybe, let me put region here. And in our region, we have like, let's say, W, E, G, and C. Okay. Now I have another table, which is table 2. In this table 2, I have state here. This is state. Here I have A, B, C, D. But here I only have A, B, and C. And here I have F. And maybe, let me just call this, maybe I want to bring in my sales from this state, for example, and this state I have like 20, I have like 10, I have like 15, doesn't matter for now. So let's assume I want to join these two tables together. So I have in my field, I have my state and I have my region. But I want to join these two tables together, okay, to get my sales for each state. And my numbers of rows here for the state, I have A, B, C, D. And here I have A, B, C, and F. I don't have E here. I have F, and here I don't have F, but I don't have F. I don't have F, but I have D. Let me save this as, let me just save this somewhere. I'll call this test file. For the newbies, please watch so you understand the concept of joining here, okay? So let me open a new Tableau. Come on. Okay. So let me connect to that file that we just created, test file. So now I have my two tables here. So I bring my table 1. I have my state and region. I have A, B, C, D here. Okay, so if I come to my sheet 1 right now, and I bring in my states, and I bring in my region, I have everything. Okay, A, B, C, D, and this is the region, W, E, G, whatever. Let's just assume these are data. Now I want to join this table here with this. So let's go join this table. If I bring in this right here now, drop, you can see by default, Tableau is picking up the state and state as a join because the field is the same and it's doing inner join. So let's start with inner join. What is inner join? So if I do inner join right now and I click OK, if I go back to my sheet 1, you can see I don't have my D anymore. My D is gone. I only have A, B, C. See, I don't have A, B, C. D is not there anymore. Why is D not there? Because inner join will only pull the matching value from this table and join it with the matching value in this table. So in this instance, what is matching between these two tables here? I need answer, please. The newbies. Nadia, what is the matching value between these two tables?
ABC.
ABC. If you
ABC. Sorry.
ABC. So that's why we don't see F and we don't see D because we are doing inner join. If you go back to our join type here, inner join. So that's the function of inner join. Inner join will only bring in the matching value from the two tables. Now, the other value like the D and F that is not matching.
The word they normally use, he said the inner join will return the matching value in the two table. Because I did an phone interview, one of the things was like, I was trying to explain it just like this is, and no, that it returns the matching value in the two table.
Yeah, the matching value, that's what we said.
Okay.
The matching field or value.
Yeah.
Or
So you can say that.
Yes, the one he said,
the matching rows.
Returns. Anyway,
remember, the table is row by rows, row 2, 3, 4. So either it's bringing the matching rows or the matching value. The guy, it is what it is. Whether you call it value rows or field.
Can you say the matching value of the related table or row?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So do we understand what inner join does?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now left join. Okay, if I do left join here, which means I'm telling Tableau to give me all of the field in this table 1, this first table here and only return the matching value from this table here, but bring everything here and return only the matching one from table 2. So if I go back to my sheet 1 now, you see we have A, B, C, D. Let me bring in the other, like the sales, for example, put the sales here. So it's bringing in the value for A, B, it's bringing all A, B, C, D, because in this field here, this table, we have A, B, C, D. And in these two here, we only have A, B, C, and F. D is not there, but we are telling Tableau to bring all of this one here, but only where it is matching here. So if you look at our result here, it's giving us A, B, C and pulling it, but even though it's bringing D in, D does not have anything here. Because if you look at this table here, D is not in the sales in this other table 2, so nothing for Tableau to bring it for you. So you're just going to return D, but it's going to give you empty rows because D does not have sales in this table. Do we get it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's go back to the other join type. And I want to do like the right join. So I'm telling Tableau now, bring all of table 2, everything in here, and only return the matching value from the first table. So let's check the outcome. You can see here we have A, B, C, but we have no value as 12. So why do we have this no value here as 12? Let's go back in here to that table. You can see we have A, B, C from this table, and we have F, okay, from table 2. But in this other, in this first table, we have A, B, C, D, okay? And which one is giving us that 12? A, B, C, D, F. Let's check our outcome here. We have A, B, C. But since F is here, but F is not in here, so it doesn't give F any value, but it's just showing F value as 12, but it's not bringing in F. Why is that? Because Tableau is considering this table. Oh, sorry, let me minimize that. If you come back to our data source here, Tableau is considering this first table as the main table. It's considering this as the primary table and this one as a secondary table. But we know that this one here actually is F. But because F is not in the primary table, so Tableau is not bringing in it, but it's giving us that value for F. And if you look here, actually, the join result, you can see in states, it gives us A, B, C, and no. Region, no. And from table 2, it's giving us A, B, C, and F, the 12. But because this is the primary table, Tableau is first of all showing this. But if you want to fix this right now, let me go back to
Sorry,
this
excuse me, sir,
table.
please.
Hold on. Let me finish with this. That's because I'm also using this state from this first table. If I remove this state from the first table, which is my primary table, and bring in the state for my secondary table here, Tableau will give me F. But for the region, it's still going to give me no, because there is no region for this, but it's still going to give me the value. Did we get it? Okay, I'll tell that again. Let me go back. Remember, when we first started, we pull in the state from this main table, this one here. Oh, sorry. this table here from table 1, the states. So we've been using that. So if I do my right outer join and maybe the user said use the states from this main table or from table 1, that's what we want to see. Now, F is present in this other table, in this state, in this other table, but it's not present in this one here. And this one here is considered as like the primary table anyway. So Talu will give you the value for this, for this elf here as null, because there is no elf in this state here, this primary table. But it's pulling everything from here. That's why we're seeing this 12. So there are 2 ways to fix it if you are to do right join. Let's assume this is what you are doing, okay? So the 2 ways to fix it is either you remove the state and use the state from the second table that have the elf, which will now give you the elf and show you the value, or you can just do a full join. Say bring everything together, whether they are matching or not, whether they are matching or just bring everything together. And if you look at the result, you can see all of the ABC. You have null here and you have D here. If you go back to your table, now you see in the state here because in this, let me bring in this other state so you can compare side by side. You can see in this state in our first table here is bringing ABC, which we have here, ABC, but because we don't have elf here, it's going to just put for the role of elf, it's going to put null. Remember, database work row by rows for each data. And in this second state, we also have ABC elf. Here it's supposed to be elf, but because we don't have the row for elf in this data here, it's going to put null for that row. That's what is going on. But in most cases, I bet you're going to be using inner join, but understand the behavior of this join type. Okay. And if you are working with like large data sets, don't do full join because you're going to blow up your data. It's going to be so big. A lot of the time, you're going to be doing like inner join. Okay. Now, in the case of my our work, the main data is coming from the other table, the main data. So because if you look at the other table here, this will have all of the data that we're trying to analyze. So this is our main table. So I don't want my join to make me lose out from data here. In the real life, what I normally do, since I know that this my other table is my main data, I will just do right join. So give me all of the data in this other table, but pull in the corresponding rows from this people table, because I don't want to lose any data here. So either in the real life, you're going to be using inner join or right join, and try as much as possible to make your main data or your main table your first data. I mean, your first
Left
table.
join, you mean, Lucky?
Is it the left joint or right?
No,
joint?
sorry, left join. I'm sorry,
Okay.
left join. Thank you, that left join, because my main table is this table here. So I want to bring in everything from here. And if you look at the people table, it doesn't really have much data. We are just trying to identify the manager for the region. So I will not, because of these little ones here, lose some data. So I'll just do my left join. I still have all of my data. Nothing's going to be broken. I only get what I need from this table. Do we get it?
Lucky, 1 second, please. So you chose to use the left joint because you want, I'm just trying to comprehend
Yes,
it.
go ahead. Yeah.
So the order table is the main table that we are focusing on right now.
Yes.
that we're
Yes.
pulling data from,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Okay, so when you're focusing on the main table, it's preferable for you to use left join. Is that what you're
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
Okay,
Preferable. For me, it's preferable.
okay,
Yeah, because again, this is not really the main focus. We're just trying to get some people
Some
and identify the region to see who is responsible for the sales in different region. And the table is very small, so I just pull in what I need from here
from
because
people.
yeah, that's all I need. So I'll just do
Gotcha.
my left join and save myself some stress.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, do we understand the join concept?
So quick question, Loki.
Yeah.
So the left, so basically you want all the data from the left
Yes. This
and
one.
just the people from the right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other question? Okay, let's proceed. Now I've done my join already here, so I can go back to my worksheet here. So here you can see now, and I have two tables here. I have my order table and I have my people table here, and I have my order field. So this is the, if I bring in this region from these people here, you can see we have East Central, and I also bring in the region from this order table. You can see we have the same thing. And if I want to see who is the manager for this region here, I can now bring in this person here. So I now know that Kelly is the one managing East Central, Chooks for East, and so on. Now, also, I can now also go back to my field here and bring in this manager here. Here is called person, but our requirement says it's manager. So I just want to like rename this to be in line. I don't want, just to be in line with our requirement. I just call this managers, okay? So I'll just drag this into my filter. I'll select all and click OK. And I'll go back to my dashboard here and bring in my filter, the managers, and I can format it to say apply to all on worksheet. And do the same relevant values, a single value drop down, and put my apply button. So if I want to say, okay, I want to see the performance for Anna Andretti, or that name, just click apply. So now we know that Anna is responsible for which region here? If I come back here, for West region, so you can see, and this is the sales, the profit, and the quantity sold, and the total discount. And then we can see where Anna is not doing well. So we can start asking her question, why do we have profit loss in this area here? And actually, I would like to bring in my profit also to the tooltip, so I can see it as well. Okay. Profit, I can format this to be in dollars. Okay. So now, if I look at it, I can say, okay, Anna has made a loss of 1,100 or 1,200 in Oregon. What happened, and so on. Okay. And also, I can also create another visualization. Just okay, let me bring in, let me clear this. Let me bring in the managers here. Okay, I'm not going to make this like a bar chart. I want to bring in the sales. Okay, I want to bring in, I can also create some kind of visualization to say, okay, I want to like see profits as well. And let me make this like a line. Actually, let's just do bar in bar chart. It doesn't matter how you show this. Let me dualize this. Okay, I'll just change this to like bar chart altogether. And now you can see my profit. I want to show my profit like in green. And I want to do my sales like in, it doesn't matter actually. Okay. And I want to synchronize. I want to show something here by doing some synchronize here. Okay, this is nice. And if I come to my chart here, this one is sales, and for my profit, let me just reduce the size so it can just be in there like that. I can put on border mark to say, okay, this way. So we can see the profit for each managers and the sales, okay? And let's just assume this is what I want to do to save some time here. I cannot come in here. Remember, I still have one space here. I can bring in that manager field here and just drop in here. And I'll do some formatting here. I'll remove the show header. And here, since I have the legend here that shows profit and sales for the manager here, I don't need this one. I can just hide this one as well. I can also hide this one as well. I can make this a little bit tiny, 8 center, click OK. And I can also use this as a filter, for example. It's okay. This is the sales for Anna, and this is the profit. So you can tell Anna is making the most sales, okay, and in terms of profit, Chuk is making the most of profit. You can tell. No, I think it's Anna, okay. So I can click on Anna right now and see Anna sales. If I click on Cassandra here, it shows me Cassandra region, show me the total sales, the profit, and so on. Okay, if I don't want to use it this way, I can still use it as my filter like we have here. That was what the users was saying. They want to use that this manager field to join, and they want our dashboard to be viewable by manager, either as filter or action filter. So you're giving them that function either as an action filter, which we've done here. This is called action filter. Or you can give them as a hard filter. Either way is the same. Okay, any question? Any question? Okay, so let's go back now. Everybody, you can start working. Let's go and do our join. We want to share their screen so we can use their screen to work. Who's going to share their screen?
I can share.
Share.
mine.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Again, please try and catch up because we're going to use this data to do multiple dashboard. So this is our first one. Let's clean this up before Friday, because Friday we want to start working on another kind of analysis. Okay, it's still the same data source, but different requirements. You just like look at profits, by
Friday or
product line
Thursday?
and so on. Yeah.
Friday or Thursday?
No, Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. I don't know. My brain is skipping today. Maybe I'm tired. Okay. So share your screen, Taba. Okay, you've joined. All right. So go on, keep working and help the rest people to get your
Taba,
point.
please, can you join again?
Let's see if I got this.
Remember, if you do it like that, you are doing a relationship joining.
uh,
So just drag it out.
Yeah.
Drag it out.
oh, Huh? Drop
just
it?
drag it out
Okay.
towards your left.
Drag it away from the pane, yes, just drag it away from the pane.
Okay.
Take it back to where it came from, something like that.
Okay, now
Okay,
just
so you
go
need-
right click and click remove. So now for you to do hard join, you have to open that little dialog.
Oh, yes,
folder.
yes. Sorry, I forgot.
So you can remove these people and rejoin again, so other people can see.
Okay. Go to open. Why is it not working? Supposed to be open, right?
So bring people over, whatever.
No, that's not it.
That's what's
You
happening.
just need to replace it, so go back and you can just double click on people.
Okay.
Then change it to left join.
Oh. Okay, thank you.
I think because I did it before, so. But you click in here and go to open and then take people and just drop it in there and then it will join.
Exactly.
The dragging wasn't working, but double clicking worked for me just now. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Well. Okay.
Lucky. Edu.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So I thought Lucky is on. So I just wanted to say, so I want to ask something just for the benefit of those that are here. Look, if you do relationship or you decide to do physical joining like we did now,
Mhm.
which one is preferable?
Again, I just said relationship joining is the same as data blending, like when you blend your data at the report level.
Right.
You know, again, you must still get the same result, but the behavior is a little bit different because whatever you pull into the view, Tableau will now look at a relationship and give you the value. It's the same as blending, but for me, just hard join for now. Focus on hard joining because
So if you have as much as about, let's say, 10 databases, 10 different tables that you need to join, you know, but some of them have some relationship and all of that. So preferably to use this one or to
just
use
join. Yes, I know some people, they don't, once they drag in their field in the view and they see that spaghetti line, they just leave it.
Yeah.
It's still going to work, but again, as you work with large data, you realize that is not really the best. If you want to like do extracts, that would be difficult for you to create extra because you might be creating duplicate like two extracts at the same time. You know, plus this hard joining here, you can use this like create some custom query, which I'm going to show to us. You know, the hard
Okay, so
joining.
the other one, you can't create custom query with it.
You can Tableau will not give you custom query with that.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is joining. She has done the join, left join. For this instance, it's very simple, but we try to demo more ways of joining. And we're still going to join another data to this later on, which is the return table, and do another analysis. Okay. So go ahead, Taba, go to your worksheet and create. If you want to create a visualization with your managers, go ahead. If you want to bring it in as a filter, go ahead. But right now, it's going to interact properly because you've told Tableau how to bring in that data and interact with your other data source.
So change this to manager, right?
Yeah, if you want to. Nadia, any question?
Not really. I'm just watching. I
Okay,
already
but
did the joining already.
okay, but do you understand the concept of
Yes,
join?
sir.
Okay, all
Yes,
right.
sir.
After this project, I will have everybody download SQL Server and Tableau Prep trial. Tableau Prep trial is like 14 days trial, but don't download it now, okay? And then you will also download the Tableau Enterprise. So we're going to do some ETL using Tableau Prep to like transform data, do a whole lot of calculation. Then write the data sort to our database. We're going to put data from database, okay? So get yourself, if you want to start learning or watching some videos on that, fine. But just prep your mind ahead. The earlier, the better for you.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Taba. Anybody have any issue with it? If you want to share your screen
You
quickly.
said Tableau Enterprise. Is that like the desktop?
Yes, Tableau Desktop.
Okay.
And for you, you should have 1 year subscription, everything, because if you have your student email, you can get a Tableau for free for 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can get the Tableau Prep and the Tableau Enterprise, which your student
Remember,
ID.
I already graduated, so.
It doesn't matter. I still have my student email. Sometimes I still get.
Oh, my email, what they did was after the graduation, they closed the email.
Your school is mean. I still have my school email.
They are mean, they are wicked.
I graduated 2018. I was able to get Tableau Prep up to last year. No, early this year, before I purchased my own key. Or
Yeah.
you can go on eBay, look for somebody that wants to sell their Tableau key for $10. The one I'm using now, I pay $15 for both.
Ah.
The same key will work for Tableau Prep and Tableau Desktop.
Okay.
Yeah, just I purchased mine for $15. The guy will email it to you, and for 1 year.
Mm.
Yep.
Okay, thanks.
So who else want to share their screen?
I can share mine.
Okay. The rest, if you don't have any question, please try and finalize your report with the new with the updates. Okay. Now your profit level is not properly defined in terms of color.
Yes, I was trying to edit the color, but
So who can help him out quickly?
Okay, so hold on. Oh, go back again. So go to that automatic, the drop down. So choose green. Click assign palette. So then again, now go back again to that green, that green. I mean, no, that drop down again. Go and look for anyone that has red. Look at that Tableau Classic 10. Oh, yeah, that one. Click on that one. So now go to click on unprofitable. Now click on red. Okay, so click OK.
oh, thank you.
Okay. All right, so you've joined. So go ahead and bring in your manager as filter. If you want to create another visualization with managers for the sales and profit, go ahead. Okay.
I do have a quick question. Does
Okay.
the color have to be green and red, or you can use whatever color you want?
It can be any color, but by
Okay.
standard, okay, when something is profitable, you want to use green.
Mhm.
When you are
Okay.
making loss in the industry, typically they normally use red. 90% of the time they will use red to show when something is not looking good. And when something
Yeah.
is looking good, they use green. Okay. But don't go
Okay.
and use pink for when it's not profitable, when they're making loss,
Okay.
no, it doesn't really match well. So red is what normally shows like negative and green is positive, you know.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, any other person want to share their screen?
Okay.
Okay, thanks. Bola, are you okay?
Yes,
Okay.
I am. I'm following.
Huh?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you understand what we've done so far? Are you up to date?
I'm doing it though. But,
Okay, all right.
I'm watching.
Don't watch, just do. Because if you think you can, you watch and know it. By the time you have data, you find yourself wanting. Try and just try and catch up, because I will send out the next requirement for Thursday. Everybody publish your report maximum by tomorrow. Okay.
You mean this one?
Yes, for this first requirement. Okay. The first requirement is the first requirement that we did plus the requirement change that we just did today. So finalize your dashboard, format it the way you want, and publish it. Okay. Because the next project is the same project, but a different kind of analysis. We have some more calculations to learn. Okay. The area that you might have some challenges is calculation with date field. Okay. You cannot overknow date field calculations, date field logic. It's just logical, you know, but once you understand how it works, you don't have to cram it, but if you're trying to do something in the future, you can always refer back to your resources. And we're also going to do some exercise where you have to go online and research your code. I still do that all the time. I still go online and look for code, because no man is an island. You might think something is very simple and you're doing it, it's not working. We have a lot of community. Let me share my screen. Let's say I want to create a calculation right now. I want to say, okay, Tableau, year, I want to say maybe year to date calculations versus prior year to date. Okay, if I just enter this on Google, you see it's going to take me to this community, Tableau community. This is a very good place to look for resources. Tableau community, a whole lot of topics are there. They have a lot of Zen masters that Tableau just outsource them to like answer questions here. So if I click on this right now, they're going to bring me to this Tableau community. I utilize this all the time. So you can start see people asking questions that they're trying to compare this date to this date, but the calculation is not working. And some people will not, based on their question, sometimes they will attach like a sample workbook. Okay, if you want to attach a sample workbook, don't use your company data. No, just go to your resources and look for like free data like the sample Superstore or whatever, and try to like compute the same problem you're having with your company data, and use that sample data to like just give them. So they will use that sample data to like create the calculation and send to you. For example, now you can see this person here is marked as selected as best. So you can see this person gave him some logic, you know, on what to do and what not to do. And it worked for him. So he selected this as best answer. You can also see some other answer there, you know. So this is a good, Google is a good resource for you to find any issue you have. And Tableau community is also the place. You can just come to community.tableau.com and type in your answer here, in here. Just type in your answer here and click search. It will give you a whole lot of solution. And you can click through to see which one best work for you, okay? You are
You
not
mean your
able-
questions?
Yeah,
Okay.
any question, any type of a Tableau question, just enter it here. It will give you some resources, okay? Then you have the Tableau public. Like I said, please try and follow each other in here. If you look at my portfolio right now, I'm following some people here. This guy, I just met him. He's in Nigeria, Abuja. He's good. He's good. Okay. So I can see I'm following, Nadia is following me. I can see some people that I'm following. These guys are Tableau Zen Master. Like this guy here is a Zen Master. Another person here, this guy is a Zen Master. He is an author. There, this other guy, they call them the ball twins, ball-headed twins. I think I'm following them. They are Zen Master. Now, even Tableau itself have some visualization. So what I do at times, like if I have a new project and I'm still refining my resources, okay, I can just come to maybe let's to this guy right here. I'll come here. So let me look at his work. Okay, I click his V's. I can start seeing some kind of nice V's that he's created. You know, I just look through. It's okay. Which of his work can I like mimic? Now, if I want to like create like a scorecard, something, I can say, okay, let me look at this. But let's say I want to like this a sample Superstore KPI. So we are working on sample Superstore. Let's see what he did with sample Superstore. So I just click in here and look through his work. So you can see he did sales, profit, quantity, and discounts. So he's calculating his discount in terms of percentage. And this is his map. You know, you say click on state to filter. So if I click on state right now, so what he's doing is just action filters. It's just action filters. So this no we, but you can see the spark line for each of these. All of these are spark lines. You know, for example,
download this workbook.
Of course, you can come here, click on download. Okay, see, he didn't allow you to download it, but most of them will allow you to download their workbook. Yeah. Most of them will allow you to download their workbook. So this spark line that he created here, I'm sure he's using month of order dates. Okay, month of order dates. So he's just using it as a spark line. So if I come back here right now, it's okay, I want to put in the spark line that he did below here. I can just come here. I'll call this sales spark line, for example. Let me click this. I'll bring in my order date here, and I'll make it a continuous month. Okay, and I'll bring in my sales here. So it's giving me this spark line. So you can edit this for here. You can unhide header, unhide this, and clean up my lines here. I don't want this. Okay, so you can see now I'm having that spark line. So let's say I want to bring it into my under this right here, for example. I can just bring this spark line and put it under here. And let me bring in, let's say I want to put other spark line behind this for now. I'll just bring this below this, and I'll add my title. I don't need that. And right here, that's my spark line. If you want to change the color, make it black. And like Ejiro said, if you want to make this bold, you know, you can even drag your sales into the size And if I come back to my dashboard right now, you can see I'm having this thick spark line. That's all he did. And you did, if you want to like do the same thing for profit, you can duplicate this worksheet and just rename this profit spark line. Profit spark line. Now I need to remove this here. I remove this here and just bring in my profit here. That's my profit. I come to my dashboard here and bring my profit here. No, I'll bring in my profit here. And I do my formatting. I don't need these. I don't need it. I don't need the header. So I have my spark line for my profit. And that's it. You can see that you are showing the users some of the trends in this, which was the idea for this. But again, for the learning sake, try and get creative. But the purpose of this requirement is when you are given a requirement, try and stick within that requirement because that's the users want. If they want any changes, they can make the changes and give it to you. Okay. So there are a whole lot of resources online for you to learn a whole lot of stuff. Now this one here, he put some bubble here. I want to know what this means. I will have to check. Okay, he's showing, are they profitable or not? He just asking some question. Profitable. Okay, unprofitable. Those are the ones in yellow. So this one right here is unprofitable. Book is not profitable, and this is not profitable. And it's using this to like show some dots. Okay. Any question? Okay, I see what he's doing here. I see what he's doing. So anything if you select any states, it's going to show if they are profitable or not profitable. For example, if I click on Texas, we can see all of the stuff that are not profitable. Okay, this is another action filter. Okay, I can show that to you guys. But try and format and finish up with this and publish. Now, only 3 people have been up to date with our dashboard so far. The publisher dashboard, Nadia, is on point. Who's the other guy? I think is Yomi and Medina. Those are the only 3 people that have published their dashboard and put on our group. Now, we are not trying to put you on the line, but it's just to like, help you to stay up to date and to see what you're doing as well. So try and be up to date. Now, Nadia have like 3 work dashboard within the space of 3 weeks. The first one, this one, and she's up to date. Medina is also up to date. I think one other person, I think is that Amola or Yomi. No, I will have to check. But please try and be on point with us. Ejiro told you guys there's some interview that you want to do. They will have to look at your dashboard. When did you create them, or did you just go download dashboard and publish for the interview? Each dashboard that you create have dates attached to it. So make the best use of this class. Any question before we call it a day?
Yeah, a quick question. Sorry, outside of what you're saying, did you say the right join is not necessary, right? That you won't be using the right join.
No, I'm not saying it's not necessary. I'm just saying for a lot of the time, what I do is if I'm working with the main data and I just want to pull in what I need from the other table, like the people table, I will just do left join because this is my main table and only get what I need from this people table. So left join is what I personally use. But there are some instances where you can use inner join. Your requirement will tell you which way to go. And as we work different scenarios, you start understanding when to use inner, left, but most of the time it's going to be inner join or left join. most of the time. There are a few cases that I use full join, few cases. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay, please try and stay up to date, and I will send out the next requirement that we're going to work on Thursday. If you have time, please start working on it. Give yourself some trial. I will try and upload this video by tomorrow morning, God's willing, and I'll see you on Thursday.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Hey, please, do you have a minute?
Good night.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
yes.
you. Good night,
All right,
everyone.
thank you. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, this is Darawa.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I couldn't attend the class yesterday.
Okay.
We had a migration at work and we ran into some issues, and that lingered on till way into the class, and so took us about almost 1.5 hours. The problem I have is my time difference. I usually get off work at 5 and we start the class at 5. Unfortunately, yesterday was an unusual day with the migration issues that we had.
Okay.
So
What's the
that's why
location?
I'm in Oregon, Pacific time.
Oh, okay. So your time right now is like
It's 7 o'clock.
7. Oh, okay. Understood.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
So I will catch up. I'll watch the video tonight and catch up tomorrow. So I'll have everything I missed yesterday and today.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I understand. Totally understand. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night. Yeah.
Bye, everyone.